I am born and raised here in Tyler, here forever. My family has lived in Tyler the last 5 generations, but I do plan to leave. It started when I was 12. My dad traveled all over the world and he did photography as a hobby. But he had like the old Nikon cameras before like the digital age where it was still film and you still had to get it developed, so it's like iffy if the pictures are even going to turn out, and they were always really cool. And so he's got like tons and tons of albums of pictures from Thailand, pictures from the Amazon, from Machu Picchu. It's really inspiring. And he was also an avid National Geographic fan, and so we always got those magazines in every month. And so growing up on that kind of shaped me to where I am now. So whenever I was 12, I was like, you know what, I'm going to give this photography thing like a try. And so I saved up all my money for my birthday and I bought my first camera, and it was so silly. It's like a pink metallic one, and I got it from Walmart. And it's one of those cameras where you can like put stickers on the pictures like while you're editing them, and man, just like had a field day with that, and it was really fun and really silly, and I had that one for quite a long time. And then I really kind of decided that like I wanted to pursue that as a career early on in life. And so in high school, my parents for Christmas got me this other camera, and it was a step above. It was nicer, still below, not yet a DSLR, but still like a really nice camera. And so with that, like I could do a lot more. I started doing like photo shoots like with my family. I did like my brother's engagement photos. I did my sister's engagement photos and pregnancy announcements. I basically documented their entire life. From about like when they got married until all the way to their second child. I usually take like a few hundred pictures at a time, and then I'll like go through and pick out the favorites and then edit those. I just really fell in love with it when I was like 12. And I just decided from that point on, which I think I'm very fortunate for having, because I think a lot of people, like even now, they're still kind of struggling with what they want to do in life and their career or what they want their major to be, and I've kind of known since I was 12. So that's always been like a very peaceful thing, like, oh yeah, like I already know what I'm going to do. First it was, I want to be a National Geographic photographer, like hands down. I'm going to be super rich, I'm going to travel all over the world, my pictures are going to be in the magazines type thing. And it wasn't until like a couple years ago where I switched it up, because I went on a mission trip, and it just like really impacted my life a lot. Just helping people and seeing like the needs, and knowing that like most people here don't really understand like what's going on in third world countries. And so I switched it to where instead of National Geographic, I want to do photojournalism for like missions organizations or nonprofits. I just want to photograph and document like the entire trip, because I really believe that pictures can evoke change, and pictures evoke emotion. And so like you're going to do something more likely based on what you see than what you hear. So someone can like tell a really compelling story, but you need like pictures to go along with it, because we're all very visual. So that's kind of like how I'm going to use my passion in life towards my like career. And I realize that I'm probably not going to make a lot of money, but in my opinion, it's better to be doing something that you love, that you're passionate about, than have all this money, because money really can't actually buy you happiness. So if we live like a very minimalistic life, and I'm surrounded by people that I love, and I'm pursuing something that I'm passionate about, it's going to be a good life. I got you. Before and after.